So my name is Khomh. I'm professor at Polytechnic Montreal. I do research mostly in the engineering of intelligent systems. I have a Canadian CFA research chair and trustworthy AI system. I also have a Ivado research chair on the quality assurance of machine learning software systems. I'm mostly interested in ensuring that the system we build based on different type of algorithm, including machine learning based algorithm, are reliable, trustworthy, sound, responsible, secure. So that's why everything related to responsible AI, to safety, to the ethics that we put in the system, the values that we embed in the system that we build, it's very important for my research, because at the end of the day, we need to protect the users of those systems and ensure that they're getting value from the system without being harmed by the systems somehow. Responsible AI is very important. So I'm interested in ensuring that AI systems, the system that we built that embeds this AI or machine learning based algorithm, are responsible in the sense that they are providing services while also ensuring that they are not doing harm. So it's very important, right? Because one of our prime mission as engineers is protecting the public, protecting the user. So we have to ensure that the system we build are safe. So it's at the core, even if it's really at the core of building a system. So we cannot, the technology has to be controlled, ensure that it's for the greater goods. So responsible AI is very important for me because it's at the core of the quality of any AI-based software system. Still a lot of many unanswered questions around this, even about characterizing, precisely defining responsible system. But I will take the spin of the software perspective, which is what I mostly do in my research. It's currently, we don't really know how to monitor, assess, and track responsible property in a software building. So there have been a good start in the community. Of many frameworks have been proposed to define what we should be trying to enforce in systems when we build AI-based systems. We have produced material that could be used for editing those systems. But currently, we are lacking concrete tools to actually being able to assess a system and verify that a specific property is actually implemented in the system. So that's on the software aspect of the problem. My core interest lay there. How do we precisely define each component of what it means for an AI system to be responsible? How we can quantify those for those that can be quantified, because not everything can be quantified. And then for those that can be quantified, how we can track them throughout the life cycle of the system, like from the inception of the system to the development, to the deployment, to the maintenance and evolution of the system. We have to be able to track and ensure that those properties are guaranteed throughout the life cycle of systems. And that takes dedicated engineering tools. So that's the type of things that I'm very much interested in contributing as well. And for those that we cannot quantify, how we can still ensure that this uncertainty doesn't result in the product that can cause harm to the end user. So it's really on the operationalization of what it means to be responsible as you're building the system throughout the life cycle of systems. So that's where my core interest lay. But before we get there, we first need to do, I think the community is still in the early stage on this problem. We don't really even know exactly what it concretely means to be for a system to be responsible, what we should be looking for, what we should be assessing, right? Whether or not those assessments are valid, how they are perceived by the end users of those systems, right? So there's still a big gap. So that's why this project, I think it's very important, because it will lay the foundation. Once we have these key factors, then we can start engineering system using it. Oh, I'm a software programmer. I'm a computer scientist. So I spend a lot of time on my computer for all kinds of things, not just for work. Right? So I like leisure. I'm I don't play game that much. I play soccer as well as exercise when I am out of the door. But I have a lot of leisure around technology, like building, breaking things, playing around with things, toying, and yeah, hiking and soccer outside of my office or from my house.